threats from Donald Trump on December 19th, he tweeted, "It's going to be wild." So anybody who has Twitter, and certainly everybody who has Parler, knew this was being planned. Here you had, let's listen to some of the people who were inciting on that day. This is Donald Trump Jr., Rudy Giuliani, and Congressman Mo Brooks, who's now trying to say it was Antifa. Here they are riling up the crowd before it started.
Today is the day American patriots start taking down names and kicking ass. Are you willing to do what it takes to fight for America? This is Donald Trump's Republican Party. Fight for Trump! Fight for Trump! Fight for Trump! Fight for Trump! Let's have trial by combat.
And there was Donald Trump Jr., and he was going on stage before the rally. Mike Meadows was there. Rudy Giuliani was there. The trial by combat, Rudy Giuliani was saying. As you looked at this, Malcolm, and it also was happening in other capitals around the country, and you're the one who alerted me to that, did you see this as a coordinated, essentially domestic terrorist attack?
Well, we have to be careful about the use of the word terrorist in this particular instance, but I did see a coordinated operation, which, let me tell you something, I have been monitoring this for months. I get up at 3:30 every morning, and we start going through the Parler chats, the Telegram feeds, the video links that they're putting out amongst each other, amongst all sorts of forums where they discuss what their, rage of the day is about. And leading into the election, they were starting to make noise like they were going to have one of two options. Whether Donald Trump won, they would all become these adjunct paramilitaries of the Trump campaign. And if Donald Trump lost, then it was going to be the start of an insurgency that would lead to a second American Civil War. So as we saw Donald Trump ignore the results of the election, they started out confused, then they became more concentrated in their anger. They waited for December 14th, then they started getting code words and phrases from Donald Trump, and all they were looking for was the right word from him. And in that rally, we got up, we were monitoring the campaign itself. Their theme for the day was fight for Trump. That rallying call you saw in there. There was a live feed from Donald Trump Jr. in the tent where they kept saying, fight, fight, we're going to fight for Trump. That is what he sent them out to the Capitol with. Those people could have carried out the largest hostage barricade in American history if they had gone into that building and not just flowed through as a crowd. My impression was that several of those members could have, in fact, been a capture and kill team that was operating within that crowd. People were there with weapons and zip ties. Police had flex cuffs. And I think that they fully intended to take Democratic members, quite possibly either harass them, beat them, but we don't know because the Capitol Hill Police was supposed to prevent that. They could have captured and executed our represented members of government and occupied that building, if not set it on fire. That is, the only thing about this, Joy, is ISIS is jealous that they didn't think of this first. Just getting a bunch of people and walking up to the building.
And